Hey Adam, someone left this comment on our channel. They cannot prove any mistakes in the Quran, so now they try to misguide Muslims by discrediting the Hadith.
Honestly, I can't believe the audacity of these people. They accuse us of misguiding Muslims while all we're doing is calling them back to the Quran, Allah's own words. And I use the word audacity because they are guilty of the very thing they accuse us of. They've become so blind that they can't even tell right from wrong. They can't distinguish between a divine book, revealed by Allah, and texts made by men, full of contradictions and hearsay. Are we the ones abrogating the Quran with Hadith man-made books? Are we the ones saying the Quran is incomplete? Allah described these people in chapter 30, verse 53. And you cannot guide the blind out of their error. You can make none hear except those who believe in our verses, so they submit. These people believe in anything except Allah's verses.
Subhanallah. That verse describes them so perfectly. No matter what evidence you show them that Hadith contradicts the Quran, or even if you use clear logic, they automatically reject it, just like a blind person.
Exactly. And going back to the title of this video, the audacity of disbelievers, Allah described them in several verses. In chapter 10, verse 15, Allah said, "And when our verses are recited to them as clear proofs, those who do not expect to meet us say, 'Bring us a Quran other than this, or change it.' Say, 'It is not for me to change it on my own. I only follow what is revealed to me. Indeed, I fear if I were to disobey my Lord, the punishment of a tremendous day.'" And in chapter 2, verse 79, Allah said, "So woe to those who write the book with their own hands, then say, 'This is from Allah,' to exchange it for a small price. Woe to them for what their hands have written, and woe to them for what they earn." Also in chapter 3, verse 78, "And indeed there is among them a group who alter the scripture with their tongues, so that you may think it is part of the scripture, but it is not part of the scripture. And they say, 'This is from Allah,' but it is not from Allah. And they speak untruth about Allah while they know." These verses perfectly describe those who elevate man-made books and give them the status of divine revelation.
Inventing lies about Allah and misrepresenting His revelation is one of the gravest sins anyone can commit.
Exactly. While these so-called scholars are busy teaching people how to grow beards, eat with their right hand, or claim you're worse than a disbeliever if you miss a single prayer, they themselves are committing one of the biggest sins in Islam. They abrogate Allah's words with man-made books, and they invent lies about Allah, just as in Hadith Qudsi, and claim it's Allah's words. There are many verses where Allah warns of severe punishment for those who invent lies about Him. Allah said in chapter 61, verse 7, "And who is more unjust than one who invents a lie against Allah while he is being invited to Islam? And Allah does not guide the wrongdoing people." And in chapter 10, verse 69 to 70, "Say, indeed, those who invent a lie against Allah will not succeed. They will have enjoyment in this world, then to us is their return. Then we will make them taste the severe punishment because they used to disbelieve."
We've made many videos showing how the Quran is being abrogated by these man-made books, and how those books clearly contradict the Quran.
Yes, Omar, we have. But instead of responding with facts, people deflect. One guy even asked, "How do you call for prayer?" As if that proves Hadith is authentic. In his limited understanding, he thinks the absence of that detail in the Quran somehow proves the Quran is incomplete. What he fails to grasp is simple. The Quran's silence on certain rituals, like the call to prayer, is intentional. Allah didn't leave it out by mistake. He left it out to give us flexibility.
Yes, these people are unbelievably audacious. They accuse us of misguiding and dividing Muslims, while all we're doing is inviting everyone to unite under the only book that all Muslims agree on, the Quran.
Absolutely. They're accusing us of the very thing they themselves are doing, dividing Muslims by following man-made books. And each sect has its own version of these books, yet they still claim that Hadith has been preserved just like the Quran.
As Allah said, Adam, you cannot guide the blind who don't believe in the Quran. Period. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed discovering the real Islam and found the information helpful.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you can continue learning more about Islam directly from the Quran.